Hey guys, Mason here at Lasco Ford. I'm with the 2021 Ford Ranger. This is an FX4 package, XLT. Not only is it the FX4 XLT, but it's also the SCA Black Widow Edition. So a couple things I want to point out, but we're going to start right here up front. Like I said before, this is the FX4 package. You get this very, very nice black painted grille. And as you can see, it might be a little hard to see on camera, but you can see embossed right up here in the front is Ranger. You know, Ford does a great job, I said in all my videos, of small little details. They carry that on with this very nice grille design here. They could have continued that all the way over, but they decided to do the honeycomb on either side here and in the lower grille. They like to tie it all in. It's little details like that that Ford does that just sets off their vehicles from other manufacturers. You can see you have the blackout front badge here, blackout front badge, which has the black background, and then it's almost like a darker silver color here for the Ford logo. As you're coming down, they tied in the black painted grille, or the black painted bumper down here to match the grille. You've got your tow hooks, and as you can see, if you look down here, you can see you have the SCA logo, and you can really see how high up this package really sits. One thing I want to point out while we're down here, you've got the white wall all-terrain tires on the inside. If that's something you wanted to flip out and see on the outside, you could flip those tires around to be able to see that contrast on the outside. Personally, I think it looks great with all the black package that they, if you look over here, they kept all of this black on the outside. Really ties into the whole vehicle, ties into the front grille, ties into these beautiful headlights that have the black backing on the headlights. They did a very, very nice job of keeping this thing, what a lot of people would call the Stormtrooper look, where it's the white and black look to it. Really is a nice job. Before we get down low, I did want to point out up here, you've got this nice hood louver up here. It's one of those details that SCA puts in that if you don't notice it, as soon as you do, you can't stop but look at it, just because it does look so good. It does add to the appearance of the truck. As we're coming down here, wanted to point out these 18-inch Vision wheels with 33-inch all-terrain, BF Goodrich all-terrain tires. They decided to go with the 33-inch so that you get a little bit extra meat on the tire. You've got the 5-inch lift in here from SCA, gives you good fender gap, allows you to come in here and, take this vehicle off-road and do what it's actually intended for. Not only is the FX4 package going to help you in the off-road scenario, but this SCA Black Widow package aids in it, lifts it up higher, allows you to get a little bit more capable off-road. They also thought ahead. They added these large pocket fender flares here to add, to the width of the vehicle so that your tires aren't sticking out past the fender. It adds to the whole look of the side of it. You can see, the original fender stops, right about here, would stop in about here. They brought that out, it looks like about inch and a half so that it does cover the outside of the tires so you're not flinging rocks up the side of your truck. Awesome feature there. You can see the Black Widow badge here, just below the Ranger XLT. Once again, Ford did a great job. All of this is painted to match so that everything flows with this truck. SCA color matched the rear tint to the front to add to the side profile of this. I love looking at the side of vehicles just to see in every manufacturer what they do and what they decide to do. And Ford does a great job of adding depth and things to look at the side of the vehicle. It doesn't all blend in. It's not very bland. Just a really great job. As we come down here, SCA has put on, I just want to point out, these are real metal running boards here. You got a step for the front and a step for the rear. This is intended to go off-road. It is made to be bashed. It is made to handle, off-road scenarios as what this truck would be intended for. As we're coming here to the back, you can see they obviously followed the pocket fender flares here in the back. You've got your rear lift. SCA has included their new shocks back there. The 18-inch wheels, 18-inch rims with 33-inch tires, all tied into the back here. Once again, black painted exhaust tip here just to tie in with the look of it. And Ford could have done, silver, whatever color they chose, and they decided to keep that black theme going. And they added this black with a silver and dark silver look for the FX4 off-road package here. Just a great look to tie in, just to add a little depth to the side of the vehicle. As we're coming here to the rear, you do have your rear backup sensors. You can see, right here on the tail light, you have the blind spot recognition stamp there. So this does have the blind spot recognition on it. I wanted to point out these rear LED tail lights. Adds to the look of the vehicle. You're definitely going to see those insanely bright at night. you've got the power slide rear glass there. And then as we're looking at the rear of this truck, once again, they tied it in from the front to the rear. They embossed this Ranger logo back here. SCA did a great job with their placement of their Black Widow badge. You know, just a little bit of red throughout this whole vehicle really adds to the look of it. And as we're coming along here to the rear, you've got the blackout badge. And then if you look right underneath that, you have your rear camera. You know, just all seamless, you know, very, very, very good, tight clearances here. You know, they make it look super, super good. Nothing sticks out. This truck specifically does have the tow package on it. You get your trailer hitch. You have the 7-pin connector here, and then you have the 4-pin connector here. You know, keeps it easy for you. One thing I did want to point out is this does have a bed liner spray in straight from Ford's factory. They do a great job. This is their tough bed is what they call it. It's very durable. What I like about this specifically is it's got, you know, grit to it and it holds things, but it's not so grippy that you can't slide stuff into the back of the truck. Ford, whatever they use, they've got a great compound to make it usable but still stable, which I think is huge. Now that we're kind of done with the whole outside of the vehicle, I'm just going to tie you guys right into the interior. As we're coming up here, as we're coming over, one thing I did want to point out is this pocket fender flare does fit nicely here for your gas cap. You know, it adds to the look of it, but it doesn't take away. It's not too over appealing. As we're coming to the rear, I just want to point out that part of this SCA package, you do get the leather interior. They do upgrade the XLT with the leather interior, getting this SCA package. So as a package, you're getting more than just the lift, more than just the tires, more than just, you know, the speedometer calibration, everything color matched, the window tint. They, you know, not only do you get all this stuff, you also get a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, which in my opinion is absolutely huge for a vehicle of this caliber. A lot of people, you know, they want something like this, but they want the ease and the comfort of knowing that, you know, it is under warranty, and that is provided from SCA and partnered with Ford so that it all is covered and under warranty. Do you want to jump in there? Yep, we're going to jump right in real quick. As you can see, you know, this is a mid-size truck. I want to point that out. This is not the full-size truck. As you can see, I'm very comfortable in this truck. These leather seats are awesome. They're super comfortable. Ford does a great job, as always, of tying in, you know, multiple colors. One thing I do want to point out while we're looking at it, you have the Black Widow logo there on the headrest, which is great from SCA. But I want to point out that, you know, Ford ties in, once again, Ranger embossed in here. Different colors. A lot of manufacturers seem to think that one color all the way through is the way to go. And personally, I just think it looks cheap. You know, they do little things like this Ranger badge down here. You know, it's all top quality. There's a very similar badge on the Super Duty trucks. You know, as soon as you open the door, first thing you see is Super Duty. They tie it into vehicles because people like things like that. People like to see, you know, quality. They want to know that what they spent their money on, they're getting quality. And that is the one thing that I want to stress, is that Ford strives for quality, and it's just an awesome, awesome option. You know, this is a lot cheaper option as opposed to going with the Super Duty or something like that. I want to just, you know, turn this key on real quick. A couple features I want to go through in here. You can see you have the touchscreen radio up here, audio climate control, pair your phone, things like that. Ford Pass app. Ford Pass app is huge. This truck does not have, it does have remote start in the key fob. Best thing about the Ford Pass app, you know, you're a mile away from your car because you work in the hospital and you have to park in a parking garage. You can start your vehicle in the cold winter from wherever you are from your phone, and by the time you get to it after a long shift, a long day at work, your vehicle's running and warm for you. I think that's huge that Ford includes that in all their vehicles now. It's a comfort that 99% of people want, but they also don't necessarily want to pay extra for. So Ford automatically includes that in the Ford Pass app, which I just think is huge. Some great features here. I've come to love the center console shifters on these trucks. It's more comfortable to drive than having the lever shifter, in my opinion. You've got your 2 high, 4 low, and then your TM, which I believe stands for trail management. This has hill descent control, which is it'll hold your speed as you're doing some off-roading. You've got auto stop disable. You've got a locking rear end on this, which is huge. If anybody ever does any kind of off-roading, they know that once you lose traction to one tire in a limited slip, all your power goes to that. Turn that, that locking differential on, you're sending equal power out to both wheels, and that helps you get unstuck, things like that. So definitely great options here. This truck specifically has the heated seats on it. You know, you've got your option here to turn your heated seats on. You know, it's got a handbrake. You've got your USB cable or USB connections down there with your cup holders. You know, nice storage here if you need it. What I love personally about this truck is that they did include a handbrake. It's one of those things that when you're off-roading, you might get in a sticky situation and you might just need to give it a little rip, get out, look around, make sure you're comfortable, take it back off, and then keep going with your off-roading adventure, things like that. So little things like that that mechanically just, you know, make it, you know, super nice and super easily accessible. As we're coming through, you can see here on the dash just real quick, Ford does a great job. They have their off-road mode. So you can see, you know, as your wheels are turned, you know, as your front end's dipping down, your rear end's dipping down, you're going side to side, you can see the degrees at what you're at. So that really aids in off-roading, which is what this truck, you know, is definitely one of the intentions of this truck. So now that we've taken a quick look at the interior, we'll get under the hood real quick, just look at a couple things under there, and then we'll wrap it up. Hey guys, I'm here with the 2021 Ford Ranger XLT FX4 package. On top of that, this is the SCA Black Widow edition, which is pretty cool. We're gonna get under the hood here. I just wanna reiterate this hood scoop here. And as I pop open this hood, I wanna show you guys that SCA tied it in here on the very bottom. And you can see it's embossed in there, SCA. Just little features like that that SCA does that's just truly above and beyond the rest. And I love their company. This specific Ranger has a 2.3 liter. It's got 270 foot-pounds of torque, or I'm sorry, 270 horsepower, 310 foot-pounds of torque, which anybody in the off-roading world knows that torque really matters. As you're creeping up a hill, not only are you moving those 33-inch tires, but you're trying to be stable, you're trying to get traction, you're trying to go all the way up. 310 for a truck this size is phenomenal. I mean, that's, back in the day, full-size trucks weren't even close to that. So 310 for this size of a truck is going to get you anywhere and everywhere you need to go, which is truly great. Nothing too crazy under here. You got your active intake here. You also have a quick spot I want to point out. You also have aerodynamics here that go into aid in cooling. Just cool little features there. You know, they've got the Easy Sight coolant. Easy Sight for your brake fluid, you know, just a peace of mind when you pop the hood open, make sure, you know, everything's full as you're off-roading and you're good to go. But that pretty much ties it up here for the 2021 Ford Ranger XLT FX4 SCA Black Widow package. This vehicle is available. I want to point that out. You know, you can call up to the store. You can ask for me, Mason. You know, we're getting great stock coming in. I appreciate you guys watching the video. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the video. And you know, hopefully we'll get a couple more out. We got some new vehicles coming in, so look for us on the page, and we'll get you guys some new content coming out to you. It was a pleasure. Thank you.